Every year, games with new mechanics or new twists on established mechanics enter the fold and give gamers brand new or expertly refined experiences. Think the glider and climbing from Breath of the Wild, or the glue gun from Prey and its multiple uses like freezing enemies or creating platforms for the player to use. Last year's Doom the Dark Ages flew under way too many radars, like seemingly every Xbox endeavor these days. And I'm hoping to change that because holy f***, the shield in this game is pure genius and will hopefully be iterated on by the broader industry soon. The very first and arguably most important function Doom Shield serves is to give the player breathing room. It does what it says on the tin. It shields. The vast majority of enemy attacks in Dark Ages can be blocked by the shield, however, this cannot be done forever and eventually you will need to move. This doesn't apply to all attacks. See that nice bright green highlight? That's your cue to get ready. Any enemy attacks highlighted this way, no matter how wild or how large the demon, they can be parried. This feature absolutely blows previous combat sandboxes apart. Now aspiring slayers can really hit back, and as demonstrated here, you can absolutely get right into the grill of the biggest, baddest demon in the game and give him the old how do you do. I don't think I need to explain the power fantasy behind taking down a 2-story, minigun-wielding hell demon with a double barrel and a Roman Parma if it was designed by Ash from Evil Dead.
Groovy.
Speaking of, you probably noticed the serrated chain running on the outside of the shield, and yes, it is useful. When thrown, it insta-jibs little targets and sticks into bigger targets and stuns them.
The final ability id gave to the shield is one that I've dubbed the Pain Train, and I think for good reason.
It allows you to lock on and rush forward to the enemy.
Initiating a fight has never been this visceral. But wait, there's more. Starting a fight isn't all this ability is good for either. It recharges relatively quickly and is perfect for mid-fight repositioning and getting out of some less than favorable situations. When all these abilities that are wrapped into the shield come together, the result is one of the greatest power fantasies ever put to pixel. This is because it relies on the player's ability to learn these disparate shield mechanics and then put them together in ways that allow for player expression through mastery of the game's systems. It does not feel like the shield is a necessary thing to Doom the Dark Ages, but what it does feel like is that it's an augmentation of the player, right? Here are clips of me starting out, versus clips of me after I got better, much better with the shield. You know, it makes me a bit sad that half of this team was gutted. The new Doom trilogy is a work of art that anyone at id should rightfully be proud of. Doom 2016 was an absolutely incredible revival that brought its own mechanic, the push-forward combat, into the series. Eternal followed up with its own combat that tested even the greatest FPS players. Dark Ages is different though, and it is my belief that it is the magnum opus of the Doom trilogy. And the shield is honestly the synthesis of all of that. Nearly every complaint levied at Eternal by players that were unwilling to meet its incredible skill demand is addressed by the shield, and since you must actively use it to be better, the skill gap between Eternal and Dark Ages is not a chasm, but rather it feels like a good middle ground for more players than Eternal ever could get. If you're interested in FPS games, please don't let this one pass you by.